waduto mane buokoga water pan koka keji mara ibuoka ta kapo nono gin gi magi moko magidwa
section. Madam Wilfrida.
Wacha kapol kawuono mabiro gine rech to gik moko gibende watimo atima koro wacha kar poltino bende ka jakomo mi thuolo.
We find that within Siaya we have about 2,000 cages, and each of these farmers at some point look for fingerlings. So engagement with the communities through the BMUs or even the cage fish farmer groups reveal to us that sometimes acquisition of fingerlings is a problem. We have private investors that have undertaken fingerling production. For instance, we have Pacho Fish Farm. There is another at Sega, but they are not able to cope with the capacity. And the reason, this county has this component, this project called the Kenya Climate Smart Agricultural Project, that also promotes the fish value chain. And part of the support they give is to the fish cage farmers is the construction of cages. Just recently, it has been a problem having enough fingerlings for those particular cages, besides the cages that the farmers already have. So our people source for fingerlings from as far as Homa Bay County. Today's fingerlings were got from Vihiga County, and that shows us that there is a gap. It is true we have fish farmers that are undertaking fingerling production, but they are not able with the demand that is around. And that is why we would want to encourage our farmers to undertake culturing fish, and particularly those groups that are interested in learning about fingerling production. The department has the capacity, it has the technical know-how, and we are ready to work with him. That is what I meant when I said that we have limited fingerlings within the county. Now, what has happened on this particular occasion, the fingerling, ordinarily, when we are stocking maybe a pond or a cage, we don't give fingerlings that actually reproduce. They are those that have undergone sex reversal. But the variety that has been put here, we are of mixed sexes. So these are fish that will actually reproduce. Because of that reproductive element, there may not be any need to bring on board more fingerlings, because the fish that are already there, the 7,500, are likely to reproduce perhaps even beyond the capacity of this particular water pan. And what we envisage is that they will be harvesting at intervals, and that is going to take care of overpopulation of the fish. So this is a stopgap measure to take care of the shortfall. If we were giving one-sex fingerlings, the ones that have already undergone sex reversal, then we would have had to stock them with the 30 at one go. But because they will reproduce, there may be no need to bring in more fingerlings very soon. Now today is a historic day. We came over to stock Koga water pan with fish. The reason is that these water pans, we have these water pans were supported by Kenya Devolution Support Program, the rehabilitation of the dams, was to cost around 28 million. This was split amongst 5 dams, and Koga was one of them at a cost of about 4.1 million. So we envisioned that water pans as a source of water could change livelihoods within Siaya through initiation of certain agricultural ventures around the pans themselves. So what we did was to mobilize the community into different value chains, so that we had groups that focused on horticultural activities, others on indigenous chicken, others fish, others livestock, or any other venture that would be of interest like beekeeping. So we are so happy that through the pan management committee that was formed around this pan, the community members have been able to organize themselves around these value chains and have consolidated themselves into strong groups undertaking different agricultural ventures. Around this water pan, they have been able to plant vegetables. Look around the water pans reveals the effort that has been made by these communities. So besides the vegetables, we have groups that also keep indigenous poultry, particularly the youth. And today we have come to stock this pan with fish to give a push to the communities around to continue. So this was a collaborative effort. The Agriculture Department, through the ASDSP program, did the capacity building. We have had training sessions along all the value chains all along, and after the capacity buildings, the groups mobilized themselves. They contributed the seed money that enabled them to acquire 7,500 fingerlings, which were to be put into the lake today. So this kind of approach, in our view, is sustainable because it shows that element of ownership. The community understands the project right from the beginning. They organize themselves in a manner that they're able to ensure the security around the water pans. They are able to undertake any other activity that will help them safeguard their investment. So it is our wish that this continues, and our wish too is that the youth also come along. If you look at the agriculture sector, for instance, you find that the key players are the older generation. Even among the groups that we have, we find that the parents have come along, but we are asking, where are the young ones? We would want such ventures to be initiated as proof to the people of Siaya that in agriculture we can actually benefit from the business aspect through producing large scale, eating some and selling the surplus to the market, so that at the end of it all, we have food and nutrition security, but at the same time we have income that can be used to initiate other development ventures. And the parents, for instance, will be able to pay school fees for their children. They may be able to construct good homes or any other activity that will signify an improved livelihoods. So that has been our dream as the people of Siaya. If you look at the design of this particular water pan, you'll realize that we have different designated areas for different activities. The pan itself is the source of water. The county has provided a water pump besides rehabilitation of the pan itself. The county has provided capacity building, and in the past we have been able to provide them with vegetable seeds. We expect that around this water pan there will be a demonstration plot that will be established. The acreage around this particular pan amounts to about 20 acres. Just a few acres have been plowed, but with continued support, we would want the community around here to engage in intensive agricultural activities, and we want them to serve as a model even to others as well going forward.